How about impressing your friends and family with this delicious strawberries and cream cheesecake with a fresh strawberries and Prosecco delicious sauce? Cheers! If you're looking for a crowd-pleasing delicious cheesecake with no oven, no eggs, no gelatine, then this video is for you. First, let's get started on the biscuit base. I'm using Digestive biscuits. They seem to work best and they're really inexpensive. But you could use graham crackers, Oreo biscuits, Biscoffees or any oaty biscuits. You need to break the biscuits into crumbs, so grab a bag, put the biscuits inside, twist up the end, then grab something heavy like a rolling pin and give them a good bashing. Take out the stresses of the day and there you go. Voila! Biscuit crumbs. Or if you're a fancy pants and you've got a food processor, simply whiz your biscuits into quick biscuit crumbs. Now you need the zest from an entire lemon. Use a grater to get the yellow bit off, which is the zest. If you go down to the white bit underneath, that's the pith and that's a bit bitter. Oh, it smells so delicious and fresh. Mix the lemon zest into your biscuit crumbs. Mix it all together and the biscuit crumbs should have like a wet sandy texture at this point. Now take your butter and you need to melt this. You can either do this over the stove or do it in the microwave. I put mine in for about 20 seconds and look at that. There's something so delicious about the smell of melted butter. Now add your melted butter to your biscuit crumbs. There's something so lovely about this smell. It's the butter and the biscuits and the lemon. Just mix it all together and honestly, I could just eat this as it is. Look at that, delicious. For this recipe, I'm using a 9-inch spring-form cake tin. This is a fancy one that clips open and then you can simply lift it off your cheesecake. I'm going to put details of this or a similar one in my description down below. You don't have to use one of these. It doesn't have to be 9 inches. You can use it slightly smaller, slightly bigger, but ideally one with the base that pushes up. Now get your biscuit crumbs and you're going to fill the base of the tin and spread it out so it's even and there's no big lumpy bits. Press it down with something like a cup or a glass, or I'm using my plastic measuring cup. And make sure it's even. Nobody wants a wonky cheesecake. Now pop this in the fridge to set while you make your filling. Take your cream cheese. It works better if it's at room temperature. I'm using Mascarpone, which is full fat cream cheese, and that does work better. But any full fat cream cheese will do. Mascarpone is particularly creamy and delicious. Pop the cream cheese into a bowl and then carefully sieve in your icing sugar or powdered sugar. Mix this together until there are no lumps. I'm lucky enough to have an electric hand mixer, but if you haven't got one of these, just use a simple hand whisk. It might take you a bit longer, but the results will be the same. Scrape down from the side. That will stop you from missing any of those big lumps of sugar. And keep blending until it's lovely and smooth. Now we're adding our vanilla extract and our lemon juice. This really gives it a freshness. Mix it all in again and keep going until it's all blended together and delicious and creamy. Keep scraping the mixture down from the side and challenge yourself not to stick your finger in it and give it a taste. The final part of making the filling is whipping up the cream. Pour your cream into a cold bowl and you'll need your electric hand mixer again or your hand whisk. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes to beat the cream until it's light and fluffy to soft peaks. If you're using a hand whisk, you might want to keep swapping hands, otherwise you're going to get armache. And if you're using an electric mixer, be careful not to over whisk it, so stop before you think it's ready. Look at that deliciously light and fluffy cream. Now you're going to fold in your cream cheese mixture into your whipped cream mixture. Fold it in gently You don't want to get rid of all that air that you've created. Cut the mixture down the middle and fold it round. This cut and folding method will help to keep the mixture light and fluffy. Delicious. Now take your cheesecake base out of the fridge and it's time to pop your filling on top. Don't be shy here, put it all on and start spreading it all over. Gently does it, you want it smooth but keep it light and fluffy. And then it's time to pop this back in the fridge. Now turn your attentions to the deliciously fresh strawberries to make the strawberry and Prosecco sauce. You need half the strawberries for the sauce and half to decorate the top. Take half your strawberries and slice them into quarters before popping them into a saucepan with the sugar. Heat on a low heat and slowly stir before adding your Prosecco, and don't forget to pour yourself a glass while you're at it. Pour the Prosecco in with the strawberries and sugar and give it another stir, and then you'll need to leave this to reduce for about 10, 15, could be even 20 minutes. Keep stirring and you'll see it gets thicker and thicker until it becomes like a jammy consistency. Now take your sieve and you're going to sieve out all of those lumpy bits and those strawberry seeds. You don't want those in your sauce. Spend a bit of time doing this to make sure you get the most from those strawberries, and don't forget to scrape the bottom of the sieve. There's lots of naughty strawberry sauce hiding underneath there. Look at this deliciously yummy strawberry sauce. If you have any left over, I recommend pouring it over ice cream. With the other half of your strawberries, slice them up nice and flat so that they're easy to decorate the top of your cheesecake. Take the cheesecake out of the fridge and start getting creative, arranging your strawberry pieces in whatever beautiful pattern you fancy. Make sure the sauce has cooled right down. Look at that, it's delicious. And we're going to paint it all over the top of our strawberries. Oh, and don't forget that glass of Prosecco.
Cheers.
You can pop the cheesecake back in the fridge at this point, but I can't wait any longer. So let's unclip this and see if it's all set. Drum roll please. Ta-da! Look at that, absolutely delicious. I can't wait to have a slice of this. The first piece is always the hardest to get out, so go gently. Here we go. Look at that, and add some of that delicious fresh strawberry and Prosecco sauce and a glass of Prosecco. Life doesn't get better than this. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe. I've got lots more delicious recipes you can try by clicking these videos here. Thanks for watching and see you again soon.